Texas man arrested at gunpoint, but he's saved because of a surveillance video that proves he didn't do it. Let's put it up full mass. This is a happy young man because his life was about to be completely turned upside down. Per Atlanta Black Star, great reporting. Authorities in Humble, Texas have released 20-year-old Mark Anthony Crooms on the left, previously accused of murder. Okay? You don't get more serious of an accusation than that. Following new evidence proving his innocence, Crooms was facing charges for the death of his friend, 19-year-old John Dennis Holmes III on the right, but was freed from Montgomery Jail on July 22nd after investigators confirmed his alibi. Home security footage showed Crooms throwing out trash at the time of Holmes' death. The same home security system also caught the frightening moments Crooms and his mother, Tracy Shepard, were being confronted by police at their home on Crooms' 20th birthday. With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show. Quote, they didn't even tell me right away that what I was being arrested for. They waited until I got to the car, Crooms said, according to Fox 26 in Houston. Quote, I asked myself, what am I being arrested for? They said murder. I asked, the murder of who? And they slammed the door in my face. Crooms said he and Holmes had recently hung out together, inadvertently making him a suspect when Holmes was found shot dead last week in Spring, Texas, near the 300 block of Rapine Drive. Shepard told Fox 26 that home security cameras proved her son was at the home when the slaying occurred, explaining, quote, he went to pick up something to eat at about 6:20 at McDonald's. He came back and you can see him on the camera. He decided to go outside and throw his trash away at 6:43 p.m. John was murdered at 6:40 p.m. So how could he possibly be 17 miles away murdering someone? Crooms mentioned to Fox 26, the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office had claimed his fingerprints were found in Holmes' car. And they said my fingerprints were in his car, and I told him, of course my fingerprints will be in his car because I was with him the same day, end quote. It wasn't until Monday, after police reviewed the video evidence, that Crooms was released and his charges were completely dropped. While mother and son are pleased he's home safely, Crooms said his mother had to beg the investigator to watch the surveillance footage they knew would prove his innocence. Additionally, she believes her son is owed an apology. In a statement, the Montgomery Sheriff's Office, which is led by the sheriff, Rand Henderson, defended Crooms' arrest and the weekend he spent in jail, saying he was a viable suspect at the time. The statement read in part, an arrest warrant was issued based on probable cause established during the early stages of the investigation. This development highlights our unwavering commitment to conducting thorough and fair investigations. The integrity of our investigative process is paramount, and we remain dedicated to transparency and accountability in all of our operations, end quote. Authorities said the investigation into the death of Holmes remains ongoing. Most importantly, Shepard prays Holmes' family receives justice. Quote, I'm just hoping and praying to God his mama gets closure and they find John's killer. Anyone with information about the case has occurred to contact Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, 936-760-5800, option 3, to provide information anonymously. You can call the Multi-County Crime Stoppers at 1-800-392-STOP and refer to the case number on the screen. So what happened here? Not investigative prowess, not thorough police work. They find fingerprints in the car. I'm sure they found other fingerprints inside of the car. It's a damn car. So they find fingerprints and they probably say, wait a minute, these fingerprints come back to a young black male. That's it. He did it. And hell, if he didn't do it, we can make it seem like he did. But his alibi was so iron, solid. They could not argue. And as you heard, the mother had to plead, had to beg the detectives to review the surveillance video connected to the security system before they let him go, which goes to their actual motive. Not justice, but to pin the murder on the nearest Black body they can. And he fit the bill. Now, what if the young man never took the trash out? What if he wasn't a diligent human being, taught very well by his mother? What if he didn't take the trash out that day? What if there's no surveillance other than the mother saying, but my baby was at home? Do you know how many times that alibi has not been respected in the court of law? Because they would say, well, she has a special interest in saying this, so we're going to discount it. We're going to limit the impact of this alibi. But the camera did not lie. Very thankful that this happened. I do not believe this investigation was thorough. If it was thorough, you would have investigated the fingerprints, plural, that were in that car all in the same fashion, but I don't think that ever happened. All right, Sharon, thoughts here.
Again, the Innocence Project does great work, Dr. Richey. Not necessary. Stop doing this. It is so clear what's going on here. Yeah. Look at your life, America.
It's so extreme. But once again, the young man took the trash out at basically the exact time this killing happened. And he told the authorities. Told the authorities, hey, of course my fingerprints in the car. I was with him earlier.